Makwaba about the POG political media. So now that's strong and I'm the beko the amount said dane da oka POG media home and my bo edibra political update yen so ye de ba highway no so e ma hu de echo e wo my Ghana e ma nyose mu na me so your foforo or POG media so and the kwa so abejo pro subscription na wa share no foforo so ensa so etimi aka na opese o share wa adwin ana so di nkomo so fa dwumadi ho a obetimi so abo edira the comment section ho na kyerɛ sɛ nso antumi adi nkɔmmɔ hɔ na POG media branch bɛba na yɛn nso yɛaba bɛma ho mmuayɛ na yɛbɔ de wura yɛn nsɛm ma na kyerɛ sɛ yɛrekɔ CJ maame Torkornoo ne nsɛm ma na kyerɛ sɛ yɛda so wɔ mu na nsɛm a aba bɛtɔ dwa kyerɛ sɛ committee a yɛwura John Dramani Mahama the president of Ghana nso teeɛ sɛ petition a akuokuo bi a ɔmo nso wɔ my Ghana mu ɛde ba n'akakye ɛde bɛto n'anim na petition mu nsɛm no kyerɛ sɛ maame Torkornoo nso ɛde saa nkurɔfokuo yi ɛde ɔmo fa kwan bi so a na kyerɛ sɛ mmerɛ mu no na ɛni kwan sɛ ɔde ɔmo fa saa kwan no so ne sɛ nti na ɔmo nso twerɛ petition no ɛde brɛ yewura John Dramani Mahama sɛ ɔno nso nhwehwɛ saa kwan a ɔno nso de ɔmo fa so na ɔnhwɛ na ɔnyi no ɛmfa mfiri office na wei na yewura John Dramani Mahama nso te asɛm yi ɔno nso antwentwɛn ne nan ase na ɔte committee sɛ ɔmo nhwehwɛ saa nsɛm yi mu na ɔmo nhwɛ sɛ nokorɛ bi wɔ mu anaasɛ nokorɛ biara nim na yɛkɔda sɔre a yewura John Dramani Mahama nso atumi dissolve committee na ɛnam maame Torkornoo letter a ɔno nso ɛkɔdimande anaasɛ baabi a ɔde ɔman no ɛti kɔhyehyɛ ECOWAS ɔde ɔman no nso tumi kɔɔ ɛna last anaasɛ current one nyinaa so letter nso atumi abɔ ɛde afiri the Commonwealth ne UK Bar Association nso ɛde aba abɛkyerɛ yewura John Dramani Mahama deɛ ɔnyɛ ɛho abufuo nti na mampanin nso atumi dissolve committee na ɔno nso ɛyi na free suspension hɔ ɛde na akɔ sɛ sɛsi koraa deɛ wɔyi no nso ɛde na free hɔ akyɛ sɛ ɛno nso aba bɛyɛ asɛm a amanfoɔ ɛka wɔn nsɛm na mɛsɛ sɛ bɛgye berɛ ne apɔ ɛde wura santen na ase.
Unless we want something else.
Torkornoo's movie will end this week. This woman is becoming a disease. This woman at this point feels too entitled. Now, the NPP, this woman has no respect for our constitution, our president, and the laws that govern this nation. She has no respect. Right now, no, she thinks to say she can domestically, internationally, embarrass this nation. This woman needs to fucking leave. And the resource we are wasting on this committee to look into this woman's matter, we are wasting too much money on a single person. This thing must end this week. This Torkornoo hearing, it must end this week. The nonsense is too much. Cut it short. Because without Torkornoo, our judicial system can still run. Torkornoo is not the only judge, Ayíní or Ghana, who is supposed to be the Chief Justice. No. In today's drama and this foolishness, this nonsense of this woman dilly-dallying and acting as if say we have never seen her type of judge in Ghana before, that nonsense should end. This week, it must end. This week, the Torkornoo nonsense must end. The committee needs to close its books. We have better things to do with our money. We cannot be spending time on a woman who feels too entitled, who wants to disgrace this nation, who does not respect the constitution. Opportunity kakra. This nonsense of Torkornoo movie must fucking end now. We are tired. We can't spend all our money on one woman who is petty, disrespectful. Say she can use some fool somewhere in some other island to come and disrespect our constitution. The UK is a fucking island. It cannot dictate for Ghana. And I'm going to say this again. The United Kingdom is a fucking island. And they cannot decide for Ghana as a nation. They can't. So, near to Kromha. And yet say, UK Bar Council. What the fuck is UK Bar Council? Who are they? They have written to our president that Omo instructed a president to say, a disease of a judge like Torkornoo, we should reinstate her. Now that UK no mote no. Sa e hono mo from say UK. Omo ye lawyers okuru no. Sa ekuru no, sa island no mote no. And the papa ben the UK a chain Ghana. E dia pan the UK a chain Ghana. Dia no was island no so. And the papa ben pan the was island no so. UK is a fucking island. E dia pan the UK wa Ghana ni bi. Betuma ka nyoma be America wa Ghana ni bi. But a dear partners are island no war. They can sit there and write such a despicable, stupid, irrelevant letter to our president that this disease of a judge who has gone against the constitution and against the code of conduct of a Juma Edemano, and we are making sure the constitution does its job. No? Some group of fools say, we are lawyers with UK. Until they are instructing our president, the cheek of it, the foolishness attached to this kind of letters they write to us, that we should listen to them. And I'm asking, who the fuck are those people? Those slaves in the UK. Those slaves who have been to UK and think they are lawyers. Those slaves. And they want it to look like we in Ghana, we have to lick their stinking asses in the UK. What do they have in the UK that we don't have in Ghana? A damn partner what UK are. Yenibi or Ghana. Some selfish, milky ass idiot be or UK say, he or she is instructing a group of lawyers. Now you bet me Ghana, my Ghana Bar Association, actual letter come the Queen and now the Prime Minister say on taking decision. We are instructing them. Are you people foolish? Do you respect our constitution and our president? Do you people respect the constitution of Ghana and the president? And I don't blame you people. I blame the foolish slaves that you have amongst you, calling themselves Ghanaians who have their law certification in the UK. Those slaves, those stupid slaves you have amongst you, who don't even know where they are from. They don't want to be associated with what they are from. And they wouldn't even support that letter you wrote to their president in Ghana. I don't blame you, those white guys in the UK, writing this despicable letter. I blame the slaves you have given some white-collar job to. The slaves like Gabi Ochedako, Sheloyoko Boche, and the foolish MPP group, no. I blame the slaves. Because those slaves now, if those slaves are intelligent, and come back and say, that thing they were behind, it is basically to respect the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. As we speak today, who is sacking Torkornoo? Torkornoo is facing the Constitution. Torkornoo is not facing the president. Ghana is a sovereign state. Torkornoo is not facing any judge. Torkornoo is not facing Torkornoo is facing the Constitution. What the Constitution says is what Torkornoo is facing. The President of the Republic of Ghana. Mutina UK, you people sat in UK to draft that stupid letter. You were not able, as lawyers as you people claim you are, you people were not able to point to one infraction or one thing the president or Ghana as a nation, our constitution has done that goes against Torkornoo. This petty, ridiculous disease of a judge. Ayíní say you could not state one, and you want us to listen to your broke asses. A country where you drink only tea and your teeth are yellow like popcorns. You want Ghana to get up and say, we hear, sir. That nonsense that we used to hear, we can't hear that thing again. Oh. That foolish thing in your head in the UK. You have gotten some slaves to help you people to be writing that stupid letter. We are not going to bow to your foolish UK statement. Oh. Bar Association in the UK. Bar Association, my foot. What do you people represent in the UK? A country where nothing is interesting. It's always gloomy. A wet, slimy country. It's always like dog. It smells like dog, wet dog. A country where there's no life. You sit there and you write a despicable letter to a country where we have different seasons. You can put corn anywhere on that land for it to grow. You live in a freezer. You have gotten some slaves to foolishly tell you to write a letter to my president, our president, to come and intimidate Ghana. More bottom. You people are stupid, eh? You people are crazy. You people are stupid. Do you respect the people of Ghana? Do you people respect the people of Ghana? We were expecting people to quote the infractions. We expect you to quote something to prove that the president and the Republic of Ghana, we have gone against the constitution. You write some stupid grammar. You people drink some dirty tea with your yellow teeth. Sitting there in that cold, freezy, wet dog kind of climate. You want to dictate for Ghana. Despicable people. Dictate for your country. Your country sitting there, you don't have a president. The prime minister is a duck, a lame duck. You have a queen or a king. That is what you have to think about. We have a president who can take decisions, who is the commander-in-chief. You have a prime minister who cannot do anything. He cannot even lead chicken to war. You want to write letters to Ghana. Our president can lead us to war. He can make a decision. We will all sleep. The prime minister cannot do that in the UK. He cannot even lead ducks to a war in Ireland. Lame people. You sit there and you write the UK bar. Who cares about the UK bar? Huh? We don't want to hear this nonsense again. This disrespect must end. This foolishness must end. This woman, she does not own Ghana. She came to work. She's a civil servant. She's going through the process. Torkornoo is a civil servant. She is nobody. She is a civil servant. She's a normal Ghanaian who was given a job by the constitution. Today, she's going through a process. If you people don't care, or if you people, Basa, the nonsense you people are doing and writing this nonsense to Ghana, stop that nonsense and let's move on. Nkwasiafo bi na mo ba na munya ebu omo Ghana o. Amanfo bi na mo ni brade. Ana mo tintantintan mo gudie ma mo. Ye ne ni ati o, ye ne aba foforo ne ye ni ati o. Ye nya nkwasiafo sa o. Ya adwene mu da ho. Ye nananum bi na mo agimi na mo ba na mo sisa sanyoma ma mo na mo ba yedwin se ye nyina ye gimi. Ye nyina ye ngimi yo. We are going to question you people. Samu that kind na mo do mo nkwasa sama ko mo so. Ba ye ne aka ne ya adwene mu da ho. Ye ne ya aka na ya adwene mu da ho.
So like you media, message open like and also subscribe to a POG political media and the also by your subscription. Now I share no for so and so etimiaka. Now person chon semana say o can send be so far media one. Now make I also obey me so abo at the comment section ho. Now also wet me at the komo. Now committee ya you are John Dramani Mahama Yeka. Wakoye penny of video was the right decision on also make he senka. On also a home petition when Gina petition so amfa active senka petition ban and nana so on also edi mami tokono Ayíní dia enka and also beche eka mi akoye se wenti other side of the story and on so Gina petition so Ayíní di the senti and not take our commission na free that take commission so boy juma committee no boy juma said on beya enti so betimi aye juma na Mami esi Torkornoo and so enya botre the on my Ghana reputation the atofoma or titia so no the Ghana jina ECOWAS china no the on my Ghana wo UK Commonwealth just say En0ugh and all the good on my Ghana ni senti and you are John Dramani Mahama and so etime dissolve sa committee.
But this argument mo fanyo mo na ye ne aka de adwene mu da ho nti munya that idea. We the rest, we are not foolish. Those who were able to manipulate, take their gold and all that, you can manipulate. But we, the rest, the nation, we are not stupid. So if you people think you still have control over Ghana, then shit in your asses. You don't have any control. This woman needs to go through the process. This week, this nonsense will end. It must end. This week, this nonsense must end. We need to move forward as a nation. It's 6:46 p.m. It's exactly 10:46 in Ghana. Story were very important. I also may share with Ghanaians. Go about 15 minutes to end. More bother more UK own. Gabi and Kwasi afona Google UK or say lawyers, slave lawyers in the UK. You this slave, you shall you did not have any degree. Last hour, and I executive masters be and I so compare Commonwealth nonsense. You shall oyokoboche. You don't you only say a name senia unya certification. Kwasi asem na modete Ghana ho. Amudim kwasi asem. Gabi we konfo we mako yeso akochocho letter intinanka ye hu ya na nyina ho afọ ye say hey UK for say ye say na mwanga sa mo ekro na mutim no mutumi dua body akura di such a despicable nation bibia nim mo bodam now mo de pa amontomra Ghana Education Service opens applications for teacher promotions to senior ranks. Mo teacher for more senior rank. You say and the Ghana Education Service be application. Ye promotions. Now we read a year publication na de buy na eni ma making kana mdwom se na be ya obi metwa watro say ni say e de say Vincent Ekwasefo akwase ampanyi no onam Ghana on kind of kre oka se bia oso osabu so omubium. Team, you have something for me? Kwasi asa na mo de UK o yeti krom ha na mo Akuffo Addo mo san kwasi afo ya na etia we were here the same way you are making UK Bar Association or nonsense write letters to Ghana. We were here when Akuffo Addo told some people to go to UK and use the black book in the UK to come and judge a presidential election case in the Supreme Court. Black book dictionary. How can we as a nation? It is only under Akuffo Addo and Kwasi Afo. And I'm just here with you. Near to Ghana. You these slaves who think you can go and lick the butt of these British. We were in Ghana. You went all the way to the UK and picked a dictionary, a black dictionary, black book dictionary. You based your judgment on a black book from the UK. Akuffo Addo Gabi mu Kwasi Afo. They are the same people. And the more to UK choleta bre. Mo boda mo. But you can't even plant yam. Cocoa yam, you can't plant cocoa yam on your land. You can't even grow corn in the UK. You want to dictate for Ghana. You people are crazy, eh? Huh? Mo teteno na double doors che nipa o UK ho. E bro kura mo de to from enyini. Wo be so decide ma Ghana. O bodam. Are you people crazy? Masa. Now let's read the Ghana Education Service for Omeleta no. And this is what they are saying. Mami jujum. Oyaletana etripono say promotion of the teaching staff of the rank of deputy director, assistant director 2 and principal superintendent. Now applications are invited from suitable qualified 7 teachers or officers for consideration for promotion to the rank of deputy director, assistant director 1, assistant director 2 and principal superintendent. Ghana Education Service or be application no wow you say qualify to be a deputy director, assistant director 1, assistant director 2 any a principal superintendent no and the Ghana Education Service or the akonya abeto say wow we a teacher we say where adwuma no mu watch rank no wasra obetumi a contest and I say I apply for these kind of positions, and the omo be ekwemu ema wow person apply biano for application too because almost started some person omo promote to teacher for impenifu a almost so omo be directors, assistant director 2 and the principal superintendent and the Ghana Education Service say akonya na beda ho into who say o qualifier. This is the time for you to do what to put in your application. Now qualification is simple. Deputy director, an applicant should have been promoted to the rank of assistant director 1 in or before 2020 and should have been continuously at post since date. Into almost say mo say mo deputy directors or say o make sure say promotion or say promote 2 before 2020 and sana wait to me apply for deputy director into omode obia ne position a open qualification o de betum no ani nyina omode aba assistant director 1 so an applicant should have been promoted to the rank of assistant director 2 in order before 2020 and should have been continuously at post since date, except the period of approved leave of absence. Inti usha ni nyina ho, but the baseline ni nyina say Ghana Education Services say when it comes to deputy director, assistant director 1, assistant director 2, any principal superintendent omo bi akwenya inti we teacher ni penyini na say ope say who apply for these positions senior rank positions na and omo de afame so say minchirechirem enchiremo na mu nyina mo apply na wa o say o qualify na ye de sa adwumade ni ma no ye de sa adwumade no ama we every Ghana Education Service into eno na me pese Ghana for ye achechirefo a mo pese sebio bukomonim e wo dwumade mu no mo so mo hye ne nso dwumade no ende ye dwudwom ama Ghana for ehu no kure no ochina me ginam ye na watchi de ye ginam ye be chechire nsemu de ekode de eba the president of the republic John Dramani Mahama wotu kwan de be koso abrochire bia nkuntade obedi nkitanwo obedi ene se ne dwumade ni ko nyina ye de update nyina bebre mu de ekoso Ghana so asebio wonte asebio akromfo ene atrofo di nkwase asemo social media sebio omo dada mo no maba me be chechire nyina mu adwudwom ama Ghana fo ehu no kure no aha ene e ka no kure e kire Ghana yaba no yaba se ye betenetene nyoma yebema Ghana no ejina ne naso yede no kure trodo ena yebeka kyerɛw yebetena ha ne yekasa de bia ka kyerɛw ye kan wi a sa kwa ekyire ne kɔhwehwem ne hu sɛ de aka kyerɛw no no kure ana no kure krogen enti ɛwɔ sɛ obia ɛte ase sɛ Ghana na ye kyekyere no no kure nkwa de betumi akyekyere MPP as a political party na mmoa no dɔs kyɛn nipa no ɔmo ina monkey no ɛyɛ atro ade a de wo ɔmo no ɔmo su anase eye de omo emwa ho a ewo omumu no omo ina monkey no sebio de atro omo di atro e matro ye de mentie MPP the next 42 years no senior oman we ko no se nyina ma ani da ho na se ye di no kure na ye boa NDC aban na sebio ye de yakoma pa e boa de ekoso na Ghana be ye oman a ye nyina ye pese yetinem MPP nim nyansa omo nim nyansa ni bia obetumi di omonim party na ho no mpanifo nim party na wo no enkora na Jimmy Champion no party na wo no eye ekuo ana ebusua bi dia the MPP wasn't formed because of Ghana. It wasn't formed because of all of us. It was formed because of a tribe, and that tribe is the Ashanti tribe. NPP yet no mensia bafo akoto na titi ni boromum 700 pounds and on the tea eye ebusua bi ajapade sa no kure we enyo bia na tumi ka kire mo enti me kan na me ho ayehi MPP no eye asantefo dia bafo akoto na titi ni mawrem ena odete party no eye busuan bi ajapade enya Ghana fo nyina dia eni ntina MPP no de bia no omo ba ban mu a na omunya tumi a omo si yenya tumi de ye de kochia menhia omo fa nkochia bono hene omo fa nkochia ahona hene omo fa nko eye de enzema hene ho omo fa nko gamanche ho omo de ko menhia efise eho de te party no efise eye kuo bi ebusuan bi dia enti eni se wa adwene ye wo se party no eye Ghana for party eye ebusuan kuo bi party eye japade moma ye nyina nka ehumbom ne yamwa party a edwene ye ho party a eyewo ene minti ne eteye Social Democratic Party a JJ Rawlings gina nipa de Ghana fo a ahoyehia beda omo so ahokyere da omo so omo pe sebio se oman ebetumi abo omo enso omo di yie me tailor fo mason fo hairdressers Ghana fo a sebio yetwa omo gya no eno na JJ Rawlings gina so to ete party ne se yensu yebenya ho fa hodie se na be ya eye ohia buburo no ye nipa dodo omo Ghana no omo firi ohia buburo no eni se JJ Rawlings e electrification program ba ya ye de nkane ko Ghana bibia eni tina NDC e
But I say so come home liable Eddie Rat Jumedi say POG the Eban say on some of my Ghana a political highway so POG one of the best channels are also betting me and a authentic political updates are also be the echo and the Eban. I'm actually so subscribe here or better subscription or share now person you can come on so the Jumedi on come also betting me so about the rather comment section on our sweat me didn't come over and POG Media man say beba na yɛn nso ababɛma ho ɛyɛ mu a yɛbɛda ase sɛ ɔgye berɛ ma POG yɛbɛsɛ hyɛ